Clubhouse shenanigans. Clubhouse shenanigans is in the. Hold on, one mic. Clubhouse shenanigans is in the room, so this is going on YouTube, man.
Wait, what?
We gotta stop cleaning it up. Niggas do mark shit on our side, blood is mark shit, homie. Paw Root, Crip, or whatever. I ain't protecting none of these niggas. None of them. Keefy D wasn't wrong that night, Mobb James. You know that, bro. Keefy wasn't wrong because if it would have been you, you would have did the same shit to a nigga, if not worse back then.
Wait a minute. What you mean Keefy D went wrong? About what?
I'ma tell you why. Okay, let the roles be reversed, right? And I ain't even using that
No,
name
what
because
did
that's
he?
the G
What,
homie.
what he
But
didn't do wrong? You said he went wrong. What he
he ain't
wasn't
do
wrong
nothing
about?
wrong that night. He ain't do nothing wrong that night because his retaliation is what was expected. If a nigga would have put hands on Timmy like that, right, and he doubled back, man, you niggas would have got out the car on them niggas.
Okay, I've said this in many interviews. I said the homies dropped the ball that night when Orlando was jumped on. They dropped the ball. I said
Yeah, they should
also.
have finished it. Yeah.
Let me finish. Let me finish. What I said was Tupac has never seen Orlando a Southside Crip in his life,
That's a fact.
even hanging with Suge. So if a rapper touched me, like Suge said, Tupac put his hands on me. I'm gonna tell you
That's
now,
come
like
on,
I
bro.
did.
But listen, let's stop. Look, Mobb, listen, bro. We got a lot of differences, but the bullshit he say, stop entertaining it, bro. Like everybody
I don't
know, and if the
entertain
world
nothing.
don't know, yeah, like him saying Pac put his hands on you, he wasn't gonna put his hands on you. That's just that nigga talking, bro.
I'd have killed him. I wouldn't have had, and I
That's a
don't have
fact.
that problem right now
And I'm
today.
gonna speak.
So
Look, listen, we got our differences today, right? That's what it is, right? But I will say this: back then in them days, if it wasn't for Mobb James, it wouldn't have been a Buntry, it wouldn't have been a neg, it wouldn't have been a lot of shit over there because he started that trend. He created that, and the homies followed Mobb James because of who he was. It wouldn't
well,
have been. It wouldn't have been the death row the way it was. So when he's saying that shit, we all know you the nigga he leaned on for the strength. So ain't no way a little nigga like Pac is gonna be pressing you when you the strength. So it ain't no even sense addressing that one.
well,
That's just
well, we
Suge
know
talk.
the we know the truth about that, and I say this: Mobb James was no different than a Montreal, a Neckbone, Heron, a George. None of them. All of
I
those
mean, yeah,
guys.
all
But
that was,
no, let me say, all the homies was on the same level, the same page, and understood. One take off, we all take off, and
well,
you
that's the
know,
rules. That's how it always been.
right. So with the KBD thing, you know, I would have did the same thing. Nigga take off on
That's
me,
what I'm
regardless
saying. So if
of
you
the
would have did the
motherfucker.
same thing, right? Wouldn't you want a nigga saying free Mob James if you was up against it?
I've been promoting that from the longest. I take my licks like the homies should take their licks. What
That's a
happened at
fact.
the NPM? What should have did is got Tupac out the fuck up out of there, and Trayvon should have went over there and handled his business.
That's a fact. Trayvon bitch ass, and he always do that. Run back, whisper. He always do that punk shit. That's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
so that night would have been totally different. Tupac would have still been alive, probably.
And me and
You know
you
what I'm
both
saying?
know, listen, me and you both know TVD ain't gonna hurt a butterfly. Now he might send something, but he personally ain't finna do a motherfucker. You know that. And he
Well,
ain't
the
cut
thing
like that.
that the emphasis that they put on KPD, the shit that he got in his book, KPD has never been one I ever ran to on some gangbanging shit.
No, he was a
Like
hustler.
I
He
said,
wasn't a banger. He was a hustler.
I
He
know,
from
I
where he
know.
from, but he ain't like bro, ma. He from where he from, but he ain't that. Everybody ain't that. You know that, homie.
Well, I know.
So let
They
me
just
ask
got
you,
to
Mob, let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah,
Um, you think if you was at the MGM at that night, you think it would have been different? Like if
I,
you think you could have stopped Tupac from spazzing out that night?
Hell
I
yeah.
know, I know it would have been different
Hell yeah. He
because
wouldn't have
one,
did that because he'd have thought Ma would have tripped on him.
if not, Trey would have got his motherfucking ass whooped because
That's
I
how it
know
would
for
happen.
a fact, I know for a fact that Tupac don't know who Orlando is.
He didn't know who
And
he was.
I
Yeah.
know Trayvon went to him instead of the homies. And people fail to realize this was the reason why Suge had the homies there. Now it's heated between the mob and Southside. So it's on site. It wasn't for Tupac. I never considered Tupac to be from the mob.
That nigga ain't a Paru, period.
No, listen. When they came with it, and Trey was he's from the hood. That's the only problem I ever had with Tupac. Tupac ain't spilled no blood on our soil. Tupac ain't never been in our clique. Tupac ain't never did shit for the hood. So that was the only problem I had with that young man. You ain't from the hood. And I had my arguments with Buntry. I had Trey win the issue. Bitch, shut the fuck up, nigga. How the fuck can you put somebody on the hood type shit? So it wasn't.
I mean, but listen, but Mob, here go the thing. Let's keep it all the way gangster. Trey was a rip before he put a burgundy flag in his pocket. Blood ain't solid. These niggas don't be wanting to tell what's real around this motherfucker.
Look,
ain't no nigga that come from the other side, cross over to our side, and call no dogs. You feel me? The homies didn't accepted you or whatever. You know that, homie.
Wack, you got a whole lot of motherfucking Parus from everywhere that lived in this hood and then moved here.
I ain't saying lived. I'm talking about lock that motherfucking blue bandana round their hand and wrap that shit. I ain't tripping lived.
Trayvon never came to the hood. When he came to the hood, he came to his grandmama house. And I mean, Trayvon is a long story, but short. You know, no, he wasn't off the porch in the hood. He wasn't hanging with Timmy and his crew. No, he wasn't around. He came after the fact, way, way after the fact. And then Buntry and them took a liking to this dude. Trayvon first time in the county jail was with me in the blood march. And it got pressed. Nigga, you better fight. If you don't fight him, you gotta fight me. You feel me? And that was the majority of the homies that was in the blood march, getting played with, getting fucked with, or whatever. So the politics is totally different in each hood. Each hood was different.
I mean, it's always been that way, but the overall thing is this, and you know it, nigga, if you was once from the other side, somehow, some way, through family, friends, or whatever the fuck, you done crossed over here and got accepted, your voice only goes so far. You know that.
He never had a voice. He had a voice that night whispering to Tupac. That's the nigga that jumped him.
Now, Mom, let me ask you a question, bro.
What?
Do you think, and have you thought about what you say when you speak on Buntry and who did that to him? Do you think it's right that you saying that out loud? That
you ain't never heard me say who killed Buntry.
No, you don't say a name, but you say Parus.
If any cat feel that I'm wrong for saying,
I'm asking you as a, like.
Let me explain to you. If anybody feel any kind of way about me saying the homies killed my brother, and this is why I'm not a Paru today, because the Parus killed my brother, bring their ass.
No, listen. Your reason for not being a Paru today, and that's another conversation that I'm not gonna have with you on the stage, because you in here being a guest of the homie, right? But what I'm saying, even if that was the fact, right, and if that's your feelings of why you ain't that, okay, cool. That's probably a secondary reason. But do you think it's right for you to even voice that the Parus did it? Or just like leave that where it's at? You know what you know, you gonna do what you gonna do, and you not being a part of something for whatever reason, that's what it is. Because really, when that's a cold case. Ain't nobody been arrested for Buntry's homicide. So when you say a Paru did it, you kind of isolating with shit. It's on this side when they looking at everybody. Or are you saying that you would like the killer to be apprehended by the law?
That don't make sense, bro.
Hold on, let me reset the room, man. It's Stack City TV, man. Everybody ping up, share the room. We got Mobb James in here. He's talking to Wack 100. But let me ask you a question right quick, Mob,
Hold on,
before we
Stack. Let
go.
him answer that. That's a serious question I asked, bro. That's
All
like
right.
saying a nigga in New York get killed, right? Your brother, and you say them Queens niggas, right? It's like, okay, now the law is like, well, shit, let's isolate Queens instead of the whole New York. So, are you want the police to? Because when we come from Mob, we don't want the police to catch the nigga. You want to catch the nigga,
So
the
why you
homies.
think ain't nobody went to jail for it? Why you think ain't nobody speaking on it? Like I said, my brother been gone 23 years, homie.
Yeah, I know.
23
I know.
years. So to sit here and say we know Woo did it, I'm not gonna do that. If I'm
No,
not
but what
out
I'm saying, when you say the Paul
there,
Rules did it,
you gotta let me
you get what I'm saying?
you ask me, and let me explain this here to you so you can get it clear. My brother was killed by the homie. So if the homies killed my brother, I'm gonna say the homies killed my brother.
We
And I
don't
know
know
my
who, but
brother.
we don't know who killed him.
I'm not speaking on. I'm saying homies.
Yeah,
You
but
trying to,
you specifically said Paul Rules killed my
and
brother.
I'm gonna say it again specifically. My brother was killed by the homies.
And
Period.
you don't find nothing wrong with that? Like
No,
saying
and
that?
if anybody finds something wrong with it, I ain't hiding.
No, that ain't.
I'm
Listen.
real.
I'm not going. I ain't gonna
No,
do
I'm
that
just
with you
saying
because
to you.
I'm a.
You're
Hey,
telling
listen.
me I shouldn't say.
That's a
Who,
G homie, right? But I'm
let me
saying
explain,
you
Wack.
don't think
Let me explain.
like saying that
See,
is
this is
like
what I don't
helping the
want.
law enforcement.
You
This
didn't
is
want to
what
get no get back?
I'm not finna argue. I'm not finna
Nah, we're
fight
not
with you
arguing, bro.
on anything.
I promise you, we
What
ain't.
I'm saying to you,
With the power rules,
this ain't
got a rule like the '60s or some shit. Like you ain't a rule
No,
until you
wasn't
kill
a
it.
homie. This wasn't a
not at
homie.
all.
This wasn't a
That ain't. We don't
homie.
do none of that.
No, listen.
But
This
yeah,
wasn't
but
a homie.
go ahead, Mob.
I'm
Go ahead,
saying
James.
when he says, look, the homie get killed, right? Buntry was a G homie, right? So it could have, it's a cold case. It could have been Paul Roos, Crips, it could have been a Mexican, could have been anybody, as far as the police is concerned. But when you got somebody like Mobb James, who's reputable and has a voice and says the Paul Roos did it, then that'll make the police say, well, let's isolate to the Paul Rules. It's
Right.
pushing them closer and then them apprehending the motherfucker. So it's kind of like you helping the law enforcement. You giving that
It
ain't
ain't,
what
it
we
ain't,
do.
it ain't only, it ain't only five power rules that they can look at and say whoop whoop whoop.
I
I
mean,
ain't
you
never
got it.
said
Hey,
nobody's
listen.
name. And I'm
Hey,
past,
look.
Wack, I'm past that because my brother been gone 23 years.
Yeah,
I ain't,
and like, at the end of the day, I ain't never
no,
gonna
I'm not
disrespect
denying that.
Buntry. I'm just saying, me as a homie, I feel like, bro, when you say that, it's kind of a little too much. And like I said, Buntry a G homie. He's somebody I always honored and respected. So
That
I'm
was
never
my
gonna
brother.
get into it.
But
I'm
That
never
was
gonna
my
get into
brother.
argument. But it's like
so can I
when
ask
when
the
you
floor something right quick
isolate,
though? Hey, yo,
it's
Wack.
That was
yeah.
my
Let me
brother.
ask the floor something right quick. I want this. I wanted to ask, right, because this is going around YouTube now that Suge is saying Reggie Wright has something to do with it,
Nah,
right?
that's
So how?
Cap. He just talking, bro.
Yeah, I know that's
Reggie was
Cap,
at
but
the club, my nigga. Like Reggie wasn't
yeah,
even there. Reggie was at the fucking club, bro. Like
no,
He was
I
at
want to hear
something to
Mob
do with
James,
Buntry.
huh?
Something to do with Buntry or Tupac.
No, Mob Buntry. They said,
Hell nah, Reggie ain't had nothing to do. Reggie wasn't no. He wasn't.
nah, I know we know that, but I just want to hear Mob James' point because
Nah,
that's what Suge is saying.
no. At the end of the day, Suge bitch ass.
let me
Suge
explain this.
really need to stop talking about that shit
This
because
Wack, let me say
you
this.
know.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Wack. If that was aired in the hood, I'd have cut ties with Reggie family.
I mean, I already
I'd have
know
cut
that.
ties with Reggie.
Reggie
It was
wouldn't do that though, bro. That ain't even nothing to talk about, bro. Like that ain't. Come
Right.
on, bro. That's Suge bitch ass just making up shit. Like, he just be saying shit because he think niggas gonna believe him. You know what I mean? If that's the case, then Suge, why did you continue to deal with Reggie? Nigga, if you saying that, then why you
Yeah,
continue to deal
that's
with him?
why I got confused. I'm like,
Why
why
did
would he
you go
just?
to the funeral and sit up there and say the death will be revenge if you saying you know it's Reggie? Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That
Hey,
ain't what
could I
Reggie
say
did.
something, Stacks?
Go ahead, Sugar.
Check this out, right? Anytime, like, I don't know California politics, but if a nigga say, oh, like, certain things happen, oh, Jake and them did it out of 16th Street, that's like giving the law a pointing finger where to start their case at. So far as him saying that the Pyrus did that, he should have never said that. He should have just took
That's
his
a fact.
business
That's a
and
fact.
keep it close.
Hey,
You know, and I'm gonna keep it real. I don't even fuck with Wack. I don't like Wack, but he right about that.
God damn, he don't like me. What I do to this?
Yo, don't get
Bro,
mad
he
at me.
didn't like me.
Don't get
Hey,
mad at me.
hey,
All
bro,
right, hold
listen.
on, hold on.
I'm
All
gonna
right,
be real. Ain't no way.
hold on,
It ain't
James.
no
Go
way,
ahead,
Come on,
Mob.
bro.
Where
man.
you at,
It's no
James?
way, bro,
Come on,
that
man.
I cannot like a stranger, my nigga. That shit is
What do you
crazy.
be doing to these
All
niggas?
right, to the
That
brother
nigga
just
said
hey,
he
said,
don't
Stack
like
to the
City.
me.
brother just said
Yeah,
that.
Too much
Can I
energy.
ask a question?
Let me let
go
me
ahead,
let
go
me
ahead, Rich.
let
It's
me
on
say
Rich.
this.
One mic on Rich.
All right, look,
Hold
just
on,
going back
before
to
you
the con.
go, Reggie Wright in the building. Somebody bring Reggie Wright up right quick, and
Reggie
then you
Wright
go
in the
ahead
I'm,
and
I'm
building.
driving. I'm driving. I'm driving.
I
All right,
can't see him. We at?
Yeah,
I see
I'll
his
bring
name
him up.
pop up. You bring him
Yeah.
up. All right, go ahead, Rich.
all right. Now going back to the conversation that Wack and Reggie and Mob James was having, it seemed to be some type of discrepancy there when Mob said it was a reason why he wasn't a power rule no more, and Wack seemed to have a different reason of why he
Yeah, but
wasn't
I'm
a
not
power rule.
listening, bro. I'm not finna get off in all that on this floor. Me and Mob done had that discussion. You ain't a homie, and I'm not gonna disrupt Chuck in them room like that, cause that's gonna send Mob into a whole nother mind frame. So this ain't the place for that.
All right, respect
I
that.
just I just want to reply to what the other brother said that Wack was right.
Now I'm pretty
Now,
sure Stack City got the question. Ask me, Stack. Don't bite your tongue. Ask.
Nah, go ahead, man. Go ahead, James. Go ahead,
all
James.
right, Wack.
You saying something?
When I said the homies killed my brother, I didn't refer to no names, no nothing. I'm just speaking facts. It wasn't nothing like that. My whole thing is that goddamn, I'm representing living this life. I'm like Paul Root. I'm for real living this life. I'm not a gang member. I'm a gang banger.
Oh, he a
And when
whistleblower.
my
You
brother was
being a
killed,
hypocrite, Mob. You being a
Hey, yo, let
hypocrite.
him speak. Come on. Go ahead. Go, let him
what,
rock
We
out.
got Reggie
what,
Wright
Being a
on the
hypocrite,
stage. On the
Mob.
I
stage.
was no, I ain't. I was a
No, I'm
Paul
gonna
Root.
tell you
You
why.
cut me
Let me
out
tell
with
you why you being a
Yo,
hypocrite.
but you
I'm
gotta
gonna
let him.
say this.
talking.
I'm gonna say this real respectfully. We all done had something to do with a part of, a knowledge of what we did or did not stop a power root getting rid of a power root. That's just what happened. So unfortunately, it happened to be one of yours, but the other ones belong to somebody too. So, let's just keep it real, homie. We've
And
seen this happen
what point
many
are you
times.
listening to me and you just coming up with
Mom
your
James,
own
come closer to
narrative
your
about
Yeah,
microphone
yeah,
because you
yeah,
sound
yeah.
a
Come
little
on,
bit.
man.
You
Hey,
sound
hey,
a
Mob,
little
look,
bit.
Mob,
Hold on,
Buntry
hold
ain't the
on, hold
first
on, hold
power
on.
root to
Whack,
get.
whack, whack. Hold
Hey,
on,
yo,
you
but
guys. I
Wack,
hold
can't.
Wack,
I
on,
let
can't
Wack.
the
hear
brother talk.
everybody.
Come
Hey,
One
on,
hey,
mic,
man.
you
hey, hey,
guys.
hey, James,
Respectfully.
James, you gotta you gotta fix your mic.
Yeah.
You gotta put it towards the phone so we can hear you clear. And Reggie Wright, salute to Reggie. Um,
You
basically we
probably
was
got to
talking
come off
about.
of Bluetooth and talk to it direct. Talk to the phone direct.
Yeah, you gotta probably come
I'm
off the
direct.
Bluetooth and talk to it direct. But Reggie, we was just talking about you know, about the situation tonight that happened in Vegas and how that how James feel about Suge Knight saying free Keefy D after all that. You got anything you want to say to that, Reggie? While you there?
Yeah, shout out to my two brothers, Wack and James. I hear both of y'all in here, so shout out to both of y'all. But I mean, he's starting to backtrack that. If y'all listen to his latest episode on Art the Dialogue channel, he kind of got off that and said, "Hey, I caught a bunch of heat for saying free Keefy D," and he backtracking that now. And I'll send you Stacks audio about 10 minutes long where he kind of backtrack that on art if you want to listen.
All
Hey,
right.
I don't
So,
see, Reg, why they didn't catch the subliminal in Free Keefy D. The subliminal in Free Keefy D is he really don't give a fuck about Pac. That simple. If you saying free the nigga who had a
yeah.
hand in getting rid of your nigga, then that's what that means.
And that's how I played it, and that's how I took it.
Cause you know
But
what I'm saying?
I took it that way.
But
But it could also mean, and trust me, it ain't like he wanted to do something to him. For those of y'all saying, well, that's because he wanted to do
Nah.
something. Well, he had 29 years to do that.
And he
But
paid
If he,
he paid Orlando a bag.
well,
Yeah,
that was a
Reg.
different situation. That's a
hey yo,
different
Reg.
Wack, hey
situation.
yo, Wack, can I give you my opinion on it? Listen, I'm younger than y'all, much younger. But what I'm saying is, when I heard that, it seemed like he's not trying to get the cops involved. You know what I'm saying? Like he's
No,
Nah, he
no.
don't give a fuck about that. Suge
Yeah,
been
he don't care
telling
about
on
that.
everybody the last 10
Yeah,
years.
Yeah,
yeah.
Mob just
Yo,
That
sent
nigga
on
been
that to
telling on
Reggie Wright
everybody.
Sr.
hey
He
Reggie
done
Wright,
told
you
on
agree with that
me.
too? That he been
I
telling
don't.
on
I don't
niggas?
agree with that. No.
No.
I
Yo,
think he
Wait,
just.
wait,
You know,
wait,
when you're in
Reg.
prison,
Reg, you
when
don't
you're in
agree that
prison, you
Suge
say
been
stuff.
telling on everybody this last
Oh,
10
I didn't say
years?
that. No, no, no. I said Sharitha, me, Snoop. He trying. That's why me and him don't talk to this
Yeah,
day.
that nigga been dropping names.
Yeah.
yeah, but you know what though? You know what though? Niggas need to keep their mouth shut and stop calling names and stop saying about niggas getting murdered and all that. And like the power rules did it, all that shit like that. If you gonna do some business, take care of your business and don't be talking, yo, the
Yeah, the
power rules
Paul
so they
Roos
can
did it.
leave.
I ain't with that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Why would you point the finger at a certain group where the
yeah.
police could put in their logbook? Oh, the power rules is
Yeah,
you
because
got to
what
keep
you
your
Anything
finger
doing, you
out.
anybody been
isolate
saying
the
on YouTube,
investigation and you telling the
anything
Exactly.
that anybody
police
said on
to
YouTube,
investigate the Paul Roos.
Nah, he's
This is
saying he wasn't. He's
anything,
saying he
yeah.
was no longer a Pyru at that time when he made the
I don't
report.
give a fuck, nigga.
Yeah,
You
He's saying
can't
when he
say that,
filed
my
the
nigga.
statement that he
Yeah,
wasn't a
yeah.
Pyru, he
But
was a civilian.
hold on, because not like James came in here respectfully, so we're not gonna say anything like that. Because at the end of the day, like Mob James is Mob James, so he don't go by that no more. But that's how we know him
Hey,
as.
I
You know what
got
I'm
a good
saying? So
question though.
go
You
ahead, Cut.
don't know
Mob
Mob
James.
James is shit. By the time you knew Mob James, he was already away from that, bro.
Right, I understand.
Mob
I
and
Everybody get some
understand that.
control on this
I,
stage because
yeah. Let
everybody
me
is
let me ask
talking
a
go ahead,
question.
Cut.
respectfully. I
Yeah,
can't hear shit. Come on
that's
now.
a fact.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
One
fact. That
mic, one
fucks up
mic,
the
one
whole
mic,
shit.
one mic, one mic, one mic. Hey, look. Hey, I got a question for Mob James and Reggie Wright. How did y'all fix y'all relationship, bro? Because I know y'all had some back and forths on the internet. We never heard I never heard the full story on how y'all fixed it. Was it phone
You talking
calls?
about
What
from the
was it?
Gangster Chronicle thing,
Yeah,
or
yep,
are you
yep. From
talking
the
about?
Gangster Chronicles thing.
Uh, I said what I said, and we went past it. We good.
Okay, so let me ask you then, Reggie, because that seemed like that was fast. That was just a conversation. But Mob James told us earlier he was talking about how when you first came to Death Row, you had locked up like a few of the homies, and he was trying
Yeah.
to figure out like why you got a cop around Death Row. How did you feel about that, bro? Did you ever get wind of that at that time?
The fuck?
Oh, I sure, but I came in as protective sheriff. They were they were
Cub
really
niggas, he was a police.
yeah. They were
Fuck is
planning
you
on
talking about?
doing something
Y'all
bad to
want
him,
y'all blame Suge for hiring the
bro.
Can we
police.
get the answers,
No,
man? Come
no,
on,
that
where
was
you
hey
at?
Wack,
Nah,
that's
because they
what
trying to
James had
figure out
brung
the
it up. Mob
foundation
James had
between
brung it up.
James
Suge and
cannot
Reggie Wright
hold against
Jr.
Y'all
and
Reggie
are
Senior.
going
that he
around
Yo,
the
for
arrested
how
perimeter.
many
niggas.
You
Hold
months
on,
before
Wack.
we even
talking
know
Hold
that
on,
nigga
Wack.
was
respectfully. I'm gonna
No,
start
hold
dropping.
on. One
Yo,
mic, one
what
mic.
Y'all
the
niggas
fuck,
don't.
One mic.
man? Yo,
Hold
what
on,
was
Wack.
that shit?
Hey
Yo,
man,
hold
I'm
on,
a high.
one mic.
One fucking
He
mic.
he he did not say to Mob James' defense, he did not say that. He said when he didn't mean it like that. What he said was Suge Knight was trying to use leverage to bring the police in and mix the twine
No,
with the
that was the
mob
after the
because
conversation. That was the conversation, right, Mob James? You said that was a conversation when you brung it to Suge. Suge said that was the reasoning. But when you first seen it, you was like, why he bringing police to Death Row?
Right. I asked him, and I've told Reggie this many times when Reggie was there. Why the fuck is you bringing the police and you got all these homies here mixing
Cause
And,
y'all
twine?
can't do what Reg
and in
do.
fairness, the homies were they were extorting Suge, and they all know it. They were extorting Suge. Suge ain't gonna say it. Suge get mad when I tell it. But niggas were pushing up on Suge for money.
Mm.
Right. And that's when Reggie and them came, the kidnapping shit came out, and one of the clowns in the hood told Reggie Wright Sr. Reggie Wright Sr.'s son, Reggie Wright Jr. And Reggie Wright became part of Death Row. Now what the fuck is this going on?
Yeah, it wasn't
This
kind of like that. My father really didn't want me to get involved. That was me being a little horny motherfucker at 26, 27, wanting to be around that type of atmosphere. The young ladies that was being attracted to death row and stuff like that. But my dad didn't really want me involved in that. He didn't know I had got in as deep as I did until later.
Yeah, but Reg, what Mob James is missing is his mentality and Suge's mentality is two total different mentality. He playing chess. He needed y'all for the look, for the perception of what he was
Wack,
doing in
I
the
said
streets.
that. I
Look for
said
what
that.
he was doing in the streets, but he couldn't
Yeah,
control
that's
you
what
niggas. So he
that
brought
was
Reg
his
in.
response. Wack. That was Mob James or
Yeah,
Suge Knight responded that way to you, right, Mob James?
he brought
Yeah,
Reg in to control them niggas. He knew what he was
I
doing.
said that.
Go ahead, Mob James.
I, this is what I told y'all at the beginning, that Suge tried to, once he got the police in there, he can keep the homies off his ass. And he thought that was going to work for him. So he had his own strategy, should I say. Okay, these niggas coming at me, whoop, whoop, whoop. I can't control that. So now that he heard the kidnapping shit, now he got the police here. Suge didn't know no police right off the bat, but a Reggie Wright, a senior, and he explained whatever, and then now here you go. So yeah, that was his reason for doing that, because now he's dealing with a whole bunch of pet bulls, and he can't control it. It's getting out of hand. So here they are, and once the homies was cool with it, there was nothing else Mob James could say. Everybody agreed that it was good, and Neckbone wasn't mad at it. And okay, oh well, it is what it is. So whatever they had with Reggie, they must have got over it. Had nothing else to do with me at that point.
Hey Mob, let me
Yeah.
ask you a question though. So like after the you know what I'm saying, the tragic situation that happened to Tupac, after that night, did some of the homies, you know what I'm saying, that was security, did they start getting fired?
Um, I wouldn't say right away. No, I wouldn't say that. It was too much going on at the time for Suge to fire anybody.
Yeah, it was a
Um,
war going on.
I don't know
No,
where
nobody got fired at that point.
Nigga,
no.
bet not fire nobody. Nigga, you got
No.
need all the soldiers you can get.
Now there was a couple of people that had stepped away prior to that, like this guy that y'all may hear Wack referred to as the boogeyman. I may say, but
Yeah,
people like that that stepped
but he
away, but it
by
was
that
other
time he in the
things.
penitentiary. The
Yeah.
homie in the joint at that time.
No, he wasn't in jail at that time.
Oh, he went, nigga, because he was on the yard
No,
with me.
he was free. He was free during that time.
Yeah, but he left because he was on the motherfucking yard with us.
Oh yeah, he left. He
Yeah, he was
left.
on the
He
yard
left.
with us 96, 90, no, 97, 98, 99. So, nigga, shortly after that, he was gone. He on the yard with us, nigga, having riots. It's a fact.
Ooh.
Pleasant Valley 3 yard, A yard, my nigga.
Yeah, he must went in for a year or two. I don't
No,
remember
he
him
did,
being
he
there
did,
that
he did
long.
2.5, 3 years. Me, him,
Okay, yeah,
pimping from Six
that
Deuce,
might be right. Yeah, yeah, that might be
football
right.
from
Might be right.
Lanes. Yeah, nigga, we was
Yeah,
all in
yeah,
the pen
yeah.
together.
What year did Heron get killed? Because he was out when Heron got killed. So,
We definitely know that, right?
and I'm not saying he had anything to do with that.
I
That's not
mean,
what I
why
said.
would
I'm
you
not
say
saying.
that? Like we just said,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
know he was out.
because the way it made the sound that all I was just saying he was out. Yeah.
Y'all are turning the conversation into something
Okay,
else.
yeah, and like I said,
Fact.
All right, so listen, I need everybody to ping up, share the room. Mob James speak out on Suge Knight and Mobb. We got Reggie right here. We got Wack 100. Hit that link up top. Buy Reggie book, Confessions of a Label Boss. Ping up and share. Um, the floor's on whoever got a next question.
Who got a question in the room or in the chat? I think they had some in the chat. We
Well,
asked. Go
somebody
ahead, Jacob.
said, like I've been in the streets all my life, right? And what I'm stuck on, you understand what I'm saying? What I'm really stuck on, why would this dude supposed to be a reputable dude, a gangster, would even speak on any direction where bullets come from?
Yeah, but
We
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 on
already went over that. He
yeah,
gonna
we off
stand
that.
firm with that. I
man,
don't think he right with it, but you know he.
we off them type of questions, man. But so
No, I got a
again,
question
so
for Mob James. I just thought about it. I interviewed Big Stretch from Bounty Hunters, right?
Yeah.
And he said that I think it was Green Eyes. He said in the interview, but he said they had went to go collect for what's his name? What's the guy
Ariel,
name?
Ariel,
Harry O.
Ariel.
They went to go collect for Harry O. And when they came, like they said Suge was running up the stairs and tried to lock the door. And then they came in there and Suge wrote the check. Was
Nigga,
you
that's
was you
cat.
around for
The
that?
homies wasn't going for that. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's what they
It
said
wasn't that
though.
type of
Man,
business.
ain't no home, ain't nigga.
Yeah,
First of all, he can't write no check right there. Red should tell you
exactly,
where the check
exactly.
gotta come from. Don't no checks come directly from Suge. It's a whole nother city, whole nother office. Second of all, ain't nigga 6 months out the year is Bonnaroo. The other 6 months out the year, Bounty Hunters is beefing with Power Rule. Ain't none Bounty Hunter running up on that nigga with the homies around without a nigga dying. Fuck out of here, bro. That's cap.
No, I got you. I got you. Hey Mob, what you think about
Word.
that, bro?
Wait a minute, I'm gonna beg to differ, Wack. Um, Rap was coming up there, gangster in the motherfucker, and
None of the checks come directly from Suge Mob. You know that.
I'm not talking about a check. Why are you creating a narrative?
Okay,
Yeah, let him talk, Wack. Let him talk.
let me just clarify it. There was money owed. Suge paid money at certain times, but it wasn't a la fear or anything like that. They were the collection, and they got paid. And when shit got rough, the niggas was no longer here.
So Reggie, at what time
There you
did they
go.
start
Hold on,
extorting?
but hey
Y'all gotta
Mob,
let
what
that
you?
nigga Mob
I want to hear
land. Y'all
Mob.
not letting him land, and that's the person
Yeah.
whose name is in the title, respectfully.
Okay, respectfully, but some people got agendas, and I'm not gonna be here with agendas either.
Y'all don't have
That's
to
a
be
No,
here.
fact.
Hold
That's just off
on,
I
the
don't
bat.
got no agenda,
That's
Nah,
just
it
a
wasn't
fact.
to, it
Reggie,
wasn't towards you, Reggie. It wasn't towards you,
Yeah, it
Reggie.
wasn't towards you. I'm
It
just
was
Yeah, I don't
saying,
got
towards
no
you.
nothing. I
agenda
don't
though.
have no. Yeah, I'm just talking to the floor because it's.
Okay.
And
Got
what
you,
we
Reggie.
saying
It,
is the fact that that nigga stretching
Don't
and
mute
stretch
me.
back in the joint. He just called me. I can't wait till he call me. He gonna
Oh,
call
he
me
back in
getting
the
his.
joint?
Yeah, he back in the
I
yeah,
joint
ain't
with a
even
fighting
$4
know
million.
too.
that.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
but
got a
James,
$4 million bill right now.
what?
So
Hold on, I gotta look that up. Damn, that's crazy.
he called me every week. He back in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in
Hey,
prison.
bring this dude G Rod up because he got something to say. He said that
So
nigga's a rat.
Yo,
so
G,
Jacob,
bring G
man.
Rod up.
so
Yo,
at the
chill
end of
out,
the
Jake.
day, at Suge writing a check in a apartment or a condo
Yeah.
is not.
No, he
That's
said
cap.
no. He told me that it was the headquarters.
It
We
ain't
all heard
even
it. We
there.
heard it. We heard the story on Al Prophet. I heard the story on Al Prophet before. It's on Al Prophet. He done told the
So
story.
death for the cloud chase.
Nigga
I,
crazy,
I,
brother.
I didn't say all of that. I'm just saying he got a story. He got a version. Niggas don't be knowing, but they got a whole bunch of politics. James know it. He'll tell it about the politics of how guys were in that UBN stuff. It was just a whole bunch of politics, but niggas was
Hey, yo,
owed money and all of that.
so I got a question. I got a question
Oh,
for Wack.
okay. I get what
I
you're
got a,
saying.
I got a question for Wack. So Wack, was you, was you, was you familiar with Buntry and Neckbone and them? Did you have a relationship with
Definitely I'm
anybody?
familiar with all of them. That's a fact.
Okay.
So you
Can you
East
speak? Can
Coast niggas that don't know what you're talking about, go over there and sit down. Let me let you know how California works. And Reggie will tell you this, and Mob will tell you this. Them streets and them penitentiaries is tied. What's going on in the streets is
Wack
probably
came
flowing.
around later. I know where y'all going
No,
with that,
but
but
No,
Mob
Wack,
no,
James said
no. Listen,
earlier that
it don't
Wack
he.
matter
have
when I
been,
came around,
Wack
right?
have
Just,
been in the trenches
Nah, I'm
with us
asking a question.
on some
Listen, nah,
shit.
I'm
oh,
asking a
listen to
question.
me. Listen to me. Them
He done been in
penitentiaries,
some trenches with us.
yeah, them penitentiaries and them streets
Yeah,
out
too.
here, they all flow as one. Because they sending the soldiers from the penitentiary to the streets and vice versa. They get niggas getting touched to the penitentiary that's coming from the streets. Or they squeezing niggas and they using leverage like that to move the streets. That's just how that work out there. Do I know Buntry out personally? Yes, I do. Do I know Neckbone personally? Yes, I do. Do I know Bob Gotti personally? Yes, I do. I know a lot of these niggas personally. We know each other from the streets, the joint, few
He
of us
know
in
Timmy
death row,
Rowe. He know
whatever.
James' little brother.
I
He's
know
done been
Timmy,
with
I
us
know all
before.
of them, nigga. We done all got
Nah,
dirty and
James,
put
where
work
you
in
at?
together. It's a
but
fact.
Y'all
listen,
gotta remember the errors. James' whole time was 90 to 95, 96 with us. James was the man. James got tired of
No,
the
my
bullshit.
last
James,
job, my last job for Death Row was bodyguarding Snoop Dogg at the
yeah, that
courthouse.
was like 95. Yeah, February 95.
For
That was the
real?
last thing I
But
did.
but you
Damn,
also
that was
still was
early
able to
on.
come around. You also was coming, and Suge admitted it, how you was able to come around, work the door at the club and stuff like that, make money. The
Well,
way Suge told that
Hey
story
Reggie, hey
was
Reggie, hey
100%
Reggie, hold
right.
on, bro.
Go ahead.
Look, I know I'm young, bro, but Tupac died on my little sister's birthday.
Okay, I
That's
tell you the
September
date.
13th,
Okay,
1996, right?
okay.
You
I
just said
said
that
he
his
worked the
last event
door.
was, oh,
I I said he worked the door. It's
Work
a
the door.
difference between coming to where Mob James used to always call it red code, or he used to have a name where he used to say where everybody come out, where all the homies came. But he wasn't around daily like the ones that y'all heard Pac mention in Live and Die in L.A. He wasn't around like that. But whenever there needed to be a whole bunch of homies around, trust me, James was the one that got him and was there, and he was making his money.
that was my only purpose at that time. If all the bullshit was going on, that was my only purpose at the time. Could
And
James
you was
go?
working the hydraulic spot too, right? You said the shop.
Yeah, I
That
was
had
doing.
closed down
I
though.
was
That had closed down.
let me right. Well, go on,
Okay.
y'all tell my story and keep interrupting. I
no,
don't
I'm
no,
sorry.
understand.
let
Go ahead.
Mob James tell his story.
Just as we having a conversation, all that rah rah shit.
And Reggie
Look,
trying to take over your interview, man. We see
I
what's
did
going
a
on.
lot of I did a lot of shit for and with Suge, and when the shit was getting and turning into bullshit, I bagged away. I had my little brother right next to Suge, so Suge was still good. So all the bullshit coming out, then we doing Let Me Ride. I didn't have to involve myself in the dumb shit. Mob James came to play when Suge needed this, that, or the other, or I need shit to be woo to woo. You feel me? And that's when Mob James came in. Like when, Snoop trial. Snoop trial, he had the homies coming up there pressing him, his homeboys. So Suge called me. I need you to go to the court building, grab a couple of the homies, whoop 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 going down. No problem. Say no more. That was my job. I was the gangbanger. I wasn't in no death row politics. I wasn't a businessman. I wasn't none of that. I was a motherfucking gangbanger, get my money how I get my money.
Hmm.
And the way I fucked and moved around with Suge. Period. No more, no less.
Hey, Mob James, do you think at that particular time in hip hop, because now you know what I'm saying, you could be like, shit, you could be a snitch, you might have shit, you go gold in a few months. You know what I'm saying? Like that's common these days, right? But back then, if your name was bad, bro, it's a problem, right or wrong.
Well, back in the days, business was conducted for people that spoke on certain shit and they shouldn't have, or went to court against the homie. It was handled. It was handled by the hood of the accuser. Uh, Today is different. You don't have real street politics shit no more. You don't have nobody governing their neighborhoods, and you don't have the OGs or the big homies to handle certain shit. So it's totally different from our days. It's totally different.
You think niggas like the OGs pretty much like they ain't done a lot of time, a lot of them, and they coming home now in the past I say 5 to 10 years, and they don't want to go back to the feds. You think that's what it is?
They don't want to go back to jail.
The jail,
Period.
period,
And then
feds or state.
you have the youngsters that don't respect them no more. They don't want to come to the hood and deal with that type of shit because they don't want to kill one of the little homies. You know what I'm saying? So the politics is totally different now. You feel me? So I mean, the way it used to be would never be again. So you know, everybody is moving totally different.
And this a recent question. This was something that was going viral recently,
Man,
and
that's a
basically,
lame ass excuse. This nigga
hey,
been
look. So
telling. This
basically,
nigga
hold on,
been
hold
telling.
on,
Nigga
bro,
ain't never.
hold on,
Okay, what's
hold
the
on,
name?
bro,
What happened with
hold
Suge
on,
and OFTB, bro?
Hey, yo, hold on. One mic on
hold on,
Chuck,
real quick.
bro.
Yo, so like you said though, Mob James, you said that's what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? You see, it's a totally difference. Like, what other than snitching though? separate this generation from what they got going on now, bro? Because a lot of people they immediately go to the, oh yeah, these niggas, they let niggas woo woo, they can do this, they can do that. You know what I'm saying? I seen I think on Wack page, it was a Crip that was saying that in a few years he don't even think that gang banging is gonna be relevant to the youth. You know what I'm saying? Which is great. You
Hell
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's a
Cause y'all
good
know
thing.
that's a good thing. That y'all know what that done. But how you feel about hearing shit like that? You think it's true, Mob James?
Yeah, it's true. You see it right now today. You see Bloods and Crips sitting at the same table. You feel me? Some of my ride or die, my real niggas are Crips. You feel me? And that's from growing up, having relationships, friendships with Crips in different neighborhoods, like by my grandfather's house, Kitchen Crips. Um, um, I got a couple of partners from Raymond Crip. My ride or die nigga, 5'9" Hoos. You know what I'm saying? So it's totally different. Back then, you couldn't catch a Blood and a Crip unless they were family hanging together. You see it on social media every day. Bloods and Crips talking and then they getting mad at each other. You seen it in the 92 riots. Bloods and Crips kicking it. That wouldn't have never happened. It wouldn't have never happened. And it ain't gonna happen today. Everybody is everybody, I guess.
So like,
But
go ahead, Mob.
like I said, um, at this time, it's the politics is way different from what it used to be a long time ago. Like this brother just said, that's a lame ass excuse. That's some real shit. If you in the streets, you know it. You know it's different. Uh, uh, you see a lot of these brothers, getting out of the gangs or what they call denouncing it now. Uh, the word op. This is some brand new shit to me. I never heard that. It is what it is. You feel me?
Mm.
So it's totally different from what it used to be in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've been shot on 4 different occasions, and not once um, shit wasn't handled. Now you see motherfuckers talking about let's catch this, let's catch that, we can fight. Niggas ain't doing that shit no more.
Hey, Mob
They ain't doing
James,
that shit.
I
Yeah,
got a good question for you, right? So like, I'm from Chicago, and then I seen social. Well, it wasn't even social media. It was like BT, the internet, right? Well, TV stations as well, right? And
yeah,
they had it where it looked like the Bloods was everywhere, bro. Cause Bloods ain't in Chicago, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
way it seemed like on television, it was Bloods everywhere. But from what I hear is, and I like to talk to the OGs about this because they gonna tell me the truth. And it wasn't a lot of Bloods in LA, right? When niggas became Bloods, it wasn't like you become Blood, you got 100 niggas behind you. It's less, right?
It's
Yeah.
always been 100 homies, my nigga. What you talking about?
It was back in those days, like going to the penitentiary. Every
Hmm.
yard you go on, you is 10-1. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I was speaking on, Wack. Like it's
I
like,
wouldn't say 10-1, probably about 6-1, 7-1, 10. God damn, we was
but in his era, he's saying it was 10-1. In his era.
The ratio they
ten
used
to
to call
one.
loss informants was three to
Mob,
three to
Mob,
10.
what's your CDC number?
D69668.
D6. So use little man them from Six Deuce, all them. We was a little stronger than 10-1 back then, Mob.
Well,
We was
what?
outnumbered like a motherfucker, but 10-1, goddamn. That might have
Okay,
been the
so
Mexican ratio, nigga, but not the Crip and Blood ratio.
well, I don't know what penitentiary you was in, but the penitentiary I was in when I went to Avenal, it was more Crips than Blood. When I was in Corcoran, I paroled from Corcoran.
What
I
year
hit
you was in
Corcoran.
Corcoran?
I hit Corcoran in '87. I paroled in '88 from Corcoran Penitentiary.
Are you saying it was 10 Crips to every one Blood
It
in
was,
Corcoran?
let me tell you this: we played
Damn.
football against Crips in Corcoran on rocks, and in that football game, they had motherfuckers coming in and out, in and out. We only had that one team, that one lineup, that one lineup. So everywhere we went, that we were outnumbered.
I don't fight you
Everywhere
on
we
that.
went.
That's what I heard
Huh?
though. I heard that
We
like a lot of
always
the
was outnumbered.
OG,
We
even
always was
triple
outnumbered.
OGs, you know what I'm saying? That I
Put it
interviewed
like this,
niggas that
Chuck. If
started
it
in the
was a yard,
70s.
right? Put it like
Hmm.
this. If it was yard and there was 100 Crips on that yard and 40 Bloods, that's a blood yard. 40 Bloods on any yard, that's a
Well,
blood yard.
I would say this,
He
right?
said his era though, Wack. His era. Your era and his
I don't
era
give a fuck.
different.
Man, his era, late 80s, early 90s, late 80s, early
His
90s,
era is
nigga.
before yours though, Wack.
Hey,
That's
yo,
a
I got a
No,
fact.
the
question
same
for
niggas
Mob
was
James, bro.
what you got to remember, Chuck, is the same niggas was in the penitentiary mid 80s and the top of the 90s, my nigga. They just getting out
Yeah.
right
But
now.
things can change.
I'm getting confused here.
Hey,
In the
Chuck, that
penitentiary,
ain't changing. 40 Bloods on the yard, that's a blood
What
yard.
you say, Mob
okay,
James?
now you want to do that? No, it wasn't. You got the only thing was different in that motherfucker is that the Crips they thought twice about just taking off, and if they said all the Bloods on the yard that day, it wasn't no taking off. Not saying they were scared, but it was a lot of Bloods on the yard. Everything was kind of balanced. It was cool, especially if you had niggas that they knew was reputable. It wasn't too much politics, but niggas did take off. So when I went to see it to CMC, way more
Yeah.
Crips than Blood. Every dorm you go in, you outnumbered. No matter where you went, you was outnumbered. Everybody and everything was Crips. Now
Yeah, not
on
unless
our
you went to
side,
headquarters, bro.
wait a minute, listen to it. What was happening on our side, we had we had, let's say it was 40 Bloods we knew straight from the module. You had niggas representing banging in the module, but when they got to prison, when they made it to prison, 10 of them was like, I'm just doing my time. I ain't with all that. So we had numbers, but we didn't have numbers.
Ma,
Because the
James,
ones,
where you are? Wait, what yard you been on where some niggas
all
gonna
right,
tell the
all right,
homies they not with the program?
it's a whole lot of niggas wasn't with it. What
Man,
you
get the
talking
fuck
about?
out of here, bro. Ma, ain't
Now,
no
you
10
can tell
niggas
me what
telling the
happened.
homies they
All right,
not with the
all right.
program, bro.
Wack, I'm not here to argue with you about what
Cause you
penitentiary
sounding crazy
officers
right now, bro.
on. So why would I
No
lie to you
movement. It
about it?
ain't no 10 Mexicans telling all the Mexicans or no 10 Crips telling all the Crips they ain't with the program
Hey,
and ain't
Chuck,
nothing finna
check your
happen to them.
back channel, law.
Hell no.
Okay, okay. So you saying everybody that came out of that gang module banged on the yard?
I'm telling you, everybody that came out that module and hit that yard, if a homie tell a homies, hey homie, I ain't with the program, what they gonna do to him, Mob? We gonna just let him stay on the yard?
Shit, he gonna get
He
Gensued
gonna
up.
get up out of there, bro. What is you talking about right now? Ain't no homies finna just let a nigga tell him I'm not with the program and you just
All right.
programming on the yard. It ain't gonna happen, bro.
I don't know what penitentiary when motherfuckers said that they wasn't banging, they left that yard. They left that yard.
That's my point.
Motherfuckers. Okay,
Y'all saying the
if
same
you
thing.
cut me
Y'all
off,
saying
That's
the
my
same thing.
point, nigga. Ain't no nigga talking
wait a
about
minute,
you ain't
Wack,
on the
I ain't
yard
called
no
you out
more.
your name. Hold up. I ain't called you out your name. I ain't called you no nigga. I ain't called you nothing,
Man,
brother.
that's a figure of speech, my nigga.
Okay, well, I mean, I really don't do that. But, I mean, all right.
Yo, no, we're good. Let's get back to the interview, man. Hey, did you finish that thought, James? I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Cause y'all talking about all this snitching shit, right? I'm curious, what's your thoughts on OG Baby Gangsta? I think his paperwork recently is flown around the internet, and I've seen that he had something to say about you previously. I'm curious if you got a response to him, or what do you make of that?
I responded on bomb first. My whole thing is, if the rabbit got the gun, you sitting here and you went in and you wanted to be, I told you I should have been Gangster Chronicles and speak on me. Now here these motherfuckers talking about you. Now what you can say, LaRue? You feel me?
First of all,
So
don't give Mob James my motherfucking credit, nigga. That's my pack up. My
ain't
own,
nobody.
nigga.
I'm not,
I'm just
and I
fucking with
wouldn't
you,
take
James.
the
I'm
credit
fucking with you, bro. I'm
for. Okay,
fucking with you.
all right.
God damn, you be on the edge, nigga. I turned the nigga Christian for 2 weeks. He back crippin' now.
You turned Mob James Christian for 2 weeks too with his snitch ass.
Yeah,
Bob
motherfucker.
James got some work on him. That's a fact.
Whoever you is, ain't nobody
Hey yo, we
telling you.
not. Hey, hold up, just yo, hold up, one mic, man. We
Come
not gonna
on,
sit
bro.
here
You
and
said you
turn the
was gonna
room.
leave that alone.
Hey, Stack City. Boy, you niggas be
Yeah,
tucking your tail. Sometimes it's time. You done got a lot of content, nigga. The elephant in the room, your people want to address it, nigga. Address
Yo,
it.
Mob James,
I'm
so you
saying if
did bad,
But
bro?
damn, I had said that earlier.
Yeah,
Shit,
yeah, yeah. Cause
scratch
that's a
my
good
head off.
question though. Cause I know that Mob James had recently he said like if you think I'm a snitch, come get me. Or what you gonna do?
He done
I think that
addressed
was
that
his
100
response to it.
times. He done addressed that 100 times. If y'all want to talk about that, y'all gonna address that somewhere else.
Yo, he
That
did
ain't what
say
he
he
here
not the
for.
only snitch out here too. I
He
don't know
done
what he
addressed
meant
that
by
a
that,
hundred
but
times.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm
Y'all
gonna
get
tell you what
FG.
Mob James on the floor.
If y'all want to
address
I,
address it,
FG
get FG
directly.
up on here. He'll debate it with FG. If
Has he
FG
had
ain't
a
on here,
chance
he
to
ain't got an
ever
answer to nobody
address
else.
FG directly?
Wack said he
so
got the
Reggie,
work.
so
We could
Reggie,
He
you
do
on
it.
here.
shutting me
He
down,
on.
Reggie? You pulling rank on me right now, Reg? All right.
Leave that alone. That ain't what James here for.
Nah, I ain't gonna do.
Well,
I ain't gonna do
well,
it
number
like that.
one,
yeah,
We
nah,
already done had our
check
quarrels.
this out.
yeah.
Check this out, Wack.
What? But James, don't let him trick you into
Come
that.
on.
It ain't me.
He
No,
left it
no.
alone, James. He left it alone, James.
Don't, boy, don't. Hey,
yo, y'all gotta
don't
let
let
him
them
speak
niggas
though,
trick
and
you
don't
into
cut
that.
him
It
off.
ain't me.
Listen. Knock that bullshit off. Them threats it don't bother me, dog.
That ain't me
It
though,
don't bother
James.
me.
I
Hey,
left it
yo, Wack,
alone, man.
fall back. You trying to
You know
take
what?
over the fucking interview, nigga? Shut the fuck up,
Shut
Wack.
your shut your ass up or I shut it down, nigga. Shut up. You ain't nobody.
Bitch ass nigga.
Nigga, you ain't nobody. You infatuated with the West. Nigga, it ain't the opposite way around. We entertaining you niggas.
Hey yo,
Fuck is
but
wrong with you?
Mob, any questions for Mob, man? We ain't gonna talk about that rat
Yeah,
allegations, man,
actually,
because
bro, I
that's
have
not
one
facts.
last question because
Go ahead,
earlier,
Iman.
earlier he said
Let me
that.
get in there, Stack City.
Pause. Hold on, bro.
Hold
Let me
on,
land real quick.
Let Iman go.
Because I think it's a valid point. Earlier, he said that his brother passed away over like 20 years ago, right? Kind of that being your actual brother. Like, how do you feel about it being content 2026, 2025 that, it's still kind of getting brought up?
Well, every time it's mentioned, I get in my feelings. I've had these conversations with Reggie. Let my brother rest. Let it be what it is. Um, I'm over here doing other things. I'm raising my grandkid. I don't have time to keep questioning or listening to my brother's demise. Let him be. It ain't just me listening to it, it's my sisters. You feel me? It's my nephews, and sometimes I think, that shit is 23 years ago. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? How do my family get over it and everybody, keep bringing this shit up? Speaking on Buntry. Leave Buntry alone. Buntry resting. So I would appreciate it if motherfuckers didn't use him in their comments, content, or whatever the fuck. Let him rest.
Yeah, but
It
No, no doubt.
irritates me every time.
Ain't no
It
goddamn
irritates
no
me.
doubt. Buntry's a public name. When Tupac threw his motherfucking name in that song,
you now, like, can you use that for something positive instead of the negative on Buntry?
Ain't no negative went on with Buntry, bro. Y'all kill that narrative,
I,
homie.
All
no,
right,
I don't
man.
mean
There ain't no
I don't
negative
mean
went on,
Y'all
bro. Hey,
know what
look,
you're talking
I
Bob,
about.
we
don't
ain't
listen.
doing that.
Listen, I don't
Man, nah,
mean
fuck all
listen,
that,
man.
nigga.
Man, fuck
Nah,
you,
and you ain't
nigga.
finna be pumping that on
Fuck you,
homie,
nigga.
on his name, my nigga.
Nigga, nobody pump faking on nobody's
Ain't no
name, nigga.
negative
Fuck
went
out of
on
here,
with
nigga.
Buntry name.
My nigga, I'm talking
But
about the street
he
myth.
talking to
I'm
we
going about
talking
what he
Mob
just said
James
just
though,
now.
nigga. He got a question for Mob James, nigga. Why you answering
Man,
to this nigga?
fuck you, nigga. We can kill all the questions.
Nigga, fuck you, nigga. Fuck off my stage, you bitch ass nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck is you think you talking to, nigga? The fuck out of here, nigga. Let's talk about your snitch allegations, nigga. Let's talk about your paperwork, Wack.
CS2
Back
back.
to CS2 back, nigga. Ain't you a
Bomba
fucking rat?
clot.
The
Hey,
fuck out of
hey,
here,
Stack,
nigga.
Stack, finish your interview though. We can spin back to that, bro. Y'all having a good bill right now. We got Mob James here.
Fuck out of here, man.
Don't let that.
Mob, you there, Mob?
I'm here, man.
Yeah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't mean no disrespect by that. I mean,
I can think of
as
that.
far as like, you know, how the youth portrayed him. You know, hey, yo, Jacob, mute up, man.
When I
Like,
talk to people, when I go out of town and talk to kids and do all that, I do use my brother in a positive way. As a brother, how me and my brother grew up, losing my brother. I don't have nothing bad to say, or I don't want to hear, when they talk, and they don't know Bunch. They don't know him like I know him. You feel me? So I get in, I start feeling a certain kind of way. I start getting mad.
right.
This is my brother, man. I lost my brother. And it pisses me off to hear Suge or anybody else, speaking on him, bringing him up in bullshit,
Right.
and trying to prove a point. If all of these cats got love for him, then leave him alone.